3, 2, 1. Today, I actually have a music suggestion.
That's cool.
I was actually able to listen. I was listening on the speaker. I was outside lifting up kettlebells, picking them up and putting them down.
Did you day list? Is that how you found this?
No, I now, not only do I not own headphones anymore.
Oh, you don't have Spotify anymore.
I don't have Spotify anymore. I've got a new debit card. And I had to go into all my old accounts and update the debit card, and I didn't do it for Spotify.
What a fucking nightmare.
And they gave me 7 warnings, and I was like, oh, I got to do that. And then today was the day. They're like, you're done, bitch.
Yeah.
And they made me downgrade to ads. I have ads on my Spotify now, and I can't.
Are Spotify ads still 90% ads for premium instead of actual ads?
No, dude, it's like Home Depot. Have you noticed that YouTube ads and stuff like that, it all used to be small stuff. It was the Ty Lopez fucking shit that was on every YouTube ad. Every YouTube ad was Ty Lopez knowledge, right? That guy?
Sure.
Or just more niche things. You didn't see Geico and Home Depot and Allstate and these giant companies doing as many YouTube ads a few years back.
I'm just saying yes, but I frankly don't remember. I mean, I definitely remember seeing, the get rich quick bullshit and the summer bod workout.
Yeah,
bullshit.
It was more niche stuff, and it was, crafty entrepreneur types trying to get ahead with the cheap advertising on YouTube. And now, same thing with Hulu. All the ads on Hulu. I remember them they used to be a little more obscure. Now, everywhere I go, YouTube, Hulu, wherever else I go on the
I
internet.
just see hymns constantly.
Hymns is a big one.
Hymns is everywhere, dude.
Hymns and Manscaped, those were really big. But I'm starting to see these massive brands. I'm like, oh shit, dude. It's just, everything is just cable now.
Yeah.
We escaped it for a little bit. We were oh yeah, we got all these new mediums where there's not as many ads, and they got us. They fucking got us. The streaming industry is 100% just cable now. What I mean by I probably said this on the podcast. This has been my mantra for 4 years. But cable originally was, you pay the premium price. You have no ads. Ads eventually started moving in. Then you just paid for cable because that's just what you fucking paid for. And you got all the channels, and they all became bullshit and whatever. There was a couple channels, then there was more channels.
And then there was packages. You could package the good channels and the bad channels and have different versions of it, which now you can do with Hulu, ESPN, and Disney Plus.
Yeah, Netflix, Hulu, all that shit. It all used to be ad-free.
The NFL wants to fuck us.
Oh, yeah.
And
this is crazy.
If you want to watch every football game, even if you're a fucking ESPN Plus, Red Zone, fucking whatever package holder, it's still impossible for you to watch every NFL game without subscribing to multiple streaming services. Prime's got them. Netflix has got a couple, plus the major networks that have always had them. ESPN. I'm sure fucking Disney's going to try to get their hands on one soon.
And what Karl's
fucking
saying,
bullshit.
If anybody doesn't know, if you're not an avid NFL consumer, what he means is Thursday night games are on Prime.
Now,
this
past season was the first season they started doing
Thursday night games are on Prime, and then Monday Night Football might be on Netflix now. Or no, Netflix is doing.
They have some games.
They're doing 2 games. They're doing Thanksgiving game and a Christmas game. But my point. My point is in order to catch all the games, you need to have multiple services. Yeah. Now, another thing. Mark my fucking words. Within the year. Within 365 days of today, one of the big fucking companies is going to come out with one singular subscription, and maybe not a box. It probably won't be a physical box. It could be a little USB, a Fire Stick style, but probably just something that you get on your Roku. It's just going to be one premium price for all the quote unquote streaming channels: Hulu, Netflix, HBO Max,
Yeah, but
Paramount
do you
Plus.
really think all of the networks or companies are going to actually collaborate on something like that, where like you don't have to directly pay Netflix for Netflix, you're just paying for like an overarching thing? Because they're all different companies. It's not networks that are being sold to you in a package.
I don't think that HBO cares. Well, maybe because the data. But I was gonna say the price is not going to be cheaper. It's not going to be like $30 for all of them. It's going to be like whatever it costs to buy them individually. Maybe like $5 cheaper, and you just have the convenience of only paying one thing.
Yeah, I understand, but like these are competing companies. You know, it's not like you see like. Unless they're getting absorbed, like ownership wise, you don't really see companies collaborate like that. Like Disney bought ESPN, so now ESPN is on Disney Plus. But they're not going to buy. Netflix is not going to sell Netflix to Disney. I mean, maybe that'd be fucking crazy.
I don't think they're all going to be one company. I think they're just.
But they're not going to collaborate like that and have one fucking thing that you just do to have all of them. Like that's what I'm saying. Like they're not. It's like Sony and Microsoft and having exclusive video games, and like how many years it fucking took for them to allow just the biggest games to have cross-platform gaming. Like for so long, people have wanted that, and it was always easy.
I just came up with $1 million idea. Well, it's not really a million. Maybe not $1 million idea. It's at least like a couple $100 idea.
Okay.
I hear you, and I don't disagree with you, and you could be right. However, they don't actually have to merge together to be like to compete. Some company, maybe it won't be Comcast, but like let's say you and I started a company. We could start this right now. The Nobody Loves You streaming company.
Okay.
You guys at home could Venmo us all the money.
Venmo specifically.
You guys could Venmo us.
Can anybody got Cash App?
Like, Cash App or Venmo. $120, and then our job would just be to pay the individual companies and then build a platform that you could access all of those. You know what I mean?
So like the best version of this that is starting to come to fruition is from a consumer standpoint is Disney's thing, because like you go into Disney Plus and all of the shows from Hulu are in that app.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
You could be able to like fucking send, let's just say fucking Roku does it because they have all these TVs with all the apps on it.
Roku is missing out by not doing this.
Yeah, like they had you just click like your fucking streaming app and then like all the shows just pop up. Or, you know what does do that?
It already is that. All your apps are right there. All you would have to do is like pay Roku the singular amount, and Roku would pay. I don't know if this is how business works.
And then all the shows are just there.
I don't know if this...
I don't know if this works on not illegally jailbroken versions of it, but on jailbroken Fire Sticks.
Is
Amazon Fire Sticks.
Jailbreaking still a thing?
Oh, yeah.
I thought that was a thing back in like 2011.
No, dude. People jailbreak Amazon Fire Sticks, and you just get to go into all the streaming services and watch all the shows for free. It's a crazy thing. Yeah. It's wild.
Why don't we have one of those?
We should. It's definitely saving a lot of money for some people.
I mean, I remember like you were afraid like you were gonna like jailbreak your iPhone or jailbreak your iPod Touch. That was like a big one back in the day, right? And I was afraid because it would like fuck up. Dude, Roku fucking TVs are like worth nothing.
It's true. They really are.
They're so cheap.
Big TV, it's like a giant, like
$200, which is a lot of money, but like that's a big. Remember how expensive TVs used to be?
Yeah.
I don't remember, but I think I remember them being expensive.
They just make like.
They're just cheap as shit.
The cheap TVs are just nicer now. You know what I mean? Like it's just cheap to have like a 1080p nice LCD screen.
It's just a fucking monitor.
Yeah. Well, anyway. So your music suggestion?
Yeah. But anyway, dude, the ads got it.
You were working out with ads on? That's awful.
Come on, boys. At Home Depot. It fucking sucks. Yeah.
But we're working out to just the Home Depot song on loop could be a vibe.
No. All right. My music suggestion this week is a band / a song. It's mostly a band. It's this band Slift. SLIFT. We saw them once at our favorite festival, Desert Days, that you've heard us talk about 20 million fucking times. But they are a stoner metal band. And if you're like, what the fuck is stoner metal? Take a deep dive. It's fucking awesome. It's just metal music, but it's like kind of psychedelic. Anyway,
That's cool.
I have 2 song suggestions for you. One, when I first heard it, I was like, all right, this is giving clowncore energy, right? It's Lion or like L-L-I, double I, or excuse me, double L-I-O-N. Or maybe it's L, capital I, lowercase I. I don't know. I think it's L-L-I-O-N. It's also the name, it's the title track off the record, and it's the most recent one they put out. Lion? No, because when it was... Fuck. See, this is why I need Spotify.
I-L-I-O-N.
Yeah, that's the record, but then look at the song.
Why would the song, which is a misspelled made-up word, and the album, which is a misspelled made-up word, the exact same misspelled made-up word, be different?
I know, but look, there's no capital L.
Okay, but there's a capital I at the beginning of the song because it's the first letter in the word.
Why can't you just keep it all capital? I get confused with the I's and the L's.
They're also a different height if you look real closely.
Are you serious?
The I is a little bit thicker and shorter, and the L is taller.
So how do you say that?
Ilion?
Ilion?
Ilion? Ilion?
Align. I don't know. Anyway, shit's fucking hard. And then, if you're looking for something a little less obscure, you can hear their song, listen to their song Unseen off a different record. That one, Unseen, was reminiscent of maybe Led Zeppelin.
Ooh.
And then I think there's a Rolling Stones song that it made me think of, but don't think Led Zeppelin, Rolling Stones exactly. Like it is a psych song. You'll have to play it because I can't play it on Spotify without an ad, and I'm not giving Home Depot a free ad read. Are you listening?
I'm listening to a song that I liked to give a suggestion that isn't just like, this is a song I found, I like it, because I don't know what it sounds like. I'll put yours on, though.
Let's hear it real quick. Is this Ileon?
Ileon. Wow, it's a long song.
It is long.
Wow.
Stoner metal. It's sick.
That's cool.
And then do the other one. It's called Unseen. So these are songs that are like a little bit deeper in their discography as opposed to like their top couple songs, I think. So also check out their top songs. Yeah, Slift. They're fucking Slift. They're sick. I give these songs a 7.5 out of 10. They're sick. They're sick. That's good for me. That's good for me.
My phone sounds like shit. I'm sorry if that literally is.
What's wrong with your phone?
The speakers are just fucked up and blown. That sounds pretty cool.
What is that, Love Shack?
No, it's called A Hero's Death by Fontaines DC. Yeah, that'll be my music suggestion. I just heard 2 seconds of drums, but
how quickly can you tell if a song sucks or is good?
Not quickly. You know me, I'm a benefit of the doubt kind of guy.
And I'm a cynic.
Yeah.
I go, this is gonna suck, or this is gonna be great.
I mean, I don't know. These days, because I'm listening to a lot more new music, like with the day list and shit like that, like I skip through stuff a lot quicker.
How often you hit your Discover Weekly?
Never. This shit sucks.
It's
dude. So bad.
So bad. Spotify, you fucking assholes.
Especially now that Spotify has a lot of really good playlists. It's like, I know the ones that suck and the ones that are good. The day lists are usually pretty sick. I also really like going on to the mixes. Not like the radios, but the mixes are good. I like LCD Sound System mix or like 2010s mix. But I'm not into... Sometimes I'll put on the radios, but for the most part, the mixes are good. The day lists are good.
But you never hit up Discover Weekly.
No.
I like to hit up Discover Weekly for one reason and one reason only. as a way to hone my hook capturability meter in my head. Let me explain. Obviously, we're both musicians. We're writing songs. We're trying to make things work. We're trying to do whatever. And sometimes I think about like, I'm always careful. I'm always like, oh yeah, this song is like so sick because it like gradually comes in or whatever. And for me, I'm a major fucking asshole and a cunt. So like the second I hear a song, I'm like, this is gonna be good or this is gonna be bad. Most of the time, I go, this could be good. Let's wait for the vocals and see what happens. But either way, what I do on Discover Weekly is because it's all like new songs. I just listen and I like decide if I like it right away. And that kind of helps me like maybe recognize certain things that I like in songs that hook me. You know what I'm saying? So like for me, like boom, into the groove right away. Like no fucking like intro, right into the groove. That shit I like. Makes me happy. And so then because I recognize that because I skipped through like 7,000 songs, maybe I'll do that in my own songs. You know what I mean? That's what I do with Discover Weekly. Other than that, it's fucking trash. And it's mostly rain sounds for me because I listen to rain sounds on my phone and like when I sleep. So, you know, like no matter what I do, no matter how much music I listen to,
You don't do it. You don't listen to it anymore though, because you have the noisemaker.
Yeah, but it still does it. It still thinks I like rain sounds.
You have to get the numbers up on other music.
Yeah, think about it. Like I listen to rain sounds for like if I listen to rain sounds every night for a month straight.
Yeah. No, you just got to get the okay, but it's not. They're not that dumb. Like I know.
I think they fucking are.
If it's just they shouldn't be. I guess is what I'm saying. Like they have the ability to organize data in a way that's like, oh,
Carl,
that's
you're
more
preaching to the choir, bro. I thought they would, but turns out they think I like to listen to Night Storm.
It's just crazy because it's like. It's not just like an hours thing.
Bro,
it should be like a frequency thing and how long it's been since you've listened to it.
Maybe you like to listen to rain sounds. And I get that. Like, here's a rain sound playlist you might like. Tropical Rainstorm. And you're like, ooh, that's nice because it's got birds in it. But who the fuck is listening to music and rain sounds in the same fucking playlist? Who's like, yo, here's a new song by Tame Impala. And then here's Thunderstorm by Jonathan. Like,
by Jonathan.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're right. They shouldn't be that dumb.
Here's some music-related current events we could talk about. Are you ready?
Ugh.
Sam Ash is done for. Poor guys. We missed it, by the way. It's done. Gone. Both stores.
See you, dude?
Fixture pickup only. That's it.
Fixture?
Yeah, like people picking up like the glass cases that hold the pedals and shit. They sell everything when they liquidate stores. They sell everything.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm upset. I thought we were going to get some good shit.
No. Done. Over. That's crazy. I don't know. Is Sam Ash like done for, or are they just going to do online retailing and like...
Let's see if their website's still up.
Maybe
I doubt it.
Eventually sell to Sweetwater or Amazon, hopefully?
You say Amazon, hopefully?
Like for their own good. Not like... I don't want Amazon to expand, but like, you know, is there hope that they can compete / maybe sell the company?
I don't know. Why don't you explain to the people who don't know what Sam Ash is? Because it's not that well known as a company.
Yes, it is. It's
to
been a
us,
huge music retail store.
Carl,
one of the biggest in the world.
To all musicians, there's people who listen that are musicians. Everyone knows what Guitar Center is. But if you're not a musician yourself, you might not know what Sam Ash
was a major competitor, almost as big as Guitar Center when we were kids. It's a place where you buy instruments, ladies and gentlemen, and audio equipment in general.
The website is still up. Oh, yeah, all sales. No, they're liquidating fully.
Damn.
Their website right now, all sales are final. No returns. Accepted for items purchased after 5/1/24. Store closing sales up to 60%. So you can still buy their shit online. The warehouse sales.
Rest in peace, guys.
Yeah, that sucks, man. Sam Ash was the cool store.
Really?
I liked Sam Ash better than the Guitar Center.
They were pretty indiscernible to me, to be honest.
Really? No, Sam Ash was where the cool kids would go.
Not the one in Hollywood, I'll tell you that. Every time I go in there, some fucking wingnut is in there bothering people and doing weird shit.
Well, that's because it's in Hollywood.
Hollywood sucks.
One of the worst neighborhoods in Los Angeles.
One of the worst neighborhoods ever. Period. Just like,
I don't know. There's no, yeah. I mean, it does.
I mean, listen. I'm not saying one of the most unsafe neighborhoods ever.
It's not the safest place on the planet.
It's not the safest. It's not the safest, but there's definitely places that are scarier. But just general sucking for all reasons that a place could suck.
It's not super
Hollywood
sick.
is at the fucking top of the goddamn list.
It's not super sick, guys.
And there's not a lot of silver linings to it either. Some, but very little.
They got a Dave and Buster's over there.
To me, that's a reason it sucks, to be honest.
You don't like Dave and Buster's. You looked like you were having a great time when we went the other day.
Did I?
A couple weeks ago, whatever.
Did I look like I was having a great time?
No, you looked like you wanted to fucking kill yourself. What was I trying to get you? I was trying to get Karl to do Dance Dance Revolution, and he looked at me like he wanted to strangle me.
Yeah, and then he went up to all of our friends, like, I don't know, 7 to 10 people. He was like, guys, Karl's going to do Dance Dance Revolution. And everybody was like, yeah, do it. I was like, God fucking damn it.
All right, so let me talk about this weekend. 2 things. Number 1, related to this, my friends, they're like newer friends of mine, so I'm like getting to know them. We were talking, Dylan and Jack. Jack and Dylan have known each other since like 4th grade or some shit like that, right? It's a long time. Anyway, he was telling me that Jack, when Dylan's meeting new people and they're both as a group meeting new people, he will go up to people and be like, oh yeah, you know, like blah, blah, blah. And at some point in the conversation, he'll point to Dylan and be like, dude, you gotta hear his Obama impression. Or like, you gotta hear his Frank Sinatra impression. Or whatever, whoever. And then, you know, Dylan's like, no, I don't have it. And he's like, and then everyone goes, oh, you're just being modest. Come on, let's hear it. Let's hear it. He's
so
like, no, really,
annoying.
I can't do it. Like, come on, dude. Don't be come on, just do it. And they had their buddy got married and they went to a wedding. And on the wedding, like, itinerary or brochure or whatever the fuck they're called, at the bottom, it was like Dylan, whatever the fuck his last name is, best Obama impression. It was like a weekend wedding in like Costa Rica or something like that. And yeah, so all weekend people were like, dude, do your Obama impression. No. And he said at some point, he's like, all right, I have to. So we would just do a shitty fucking Obama impression.
Dude.
Everyone was like, oh yeah, no, that's really good. That's really sick.
So bad.
Yeah.
I think I would have to leave. I'd have to book an early flight home. I don't think I could handle that.
I will be doing that to you. It's so good, dude.
Jesus Christ.
So do that to your friends. And then after that, I had the most violent sickness I've ever fucking had. I'm like still broken. Like my diaphragm. I was vomiting so fucking much that like dry heaving, like you know, like one of those. And I stopped going to the bathroom because there was nothing in my body. So I just like, put like a little trash can next to my bed because if the case there was like anything. But I knew I was just gonna be dry heaving. But I would dry heave for like 2 minutes straight, and then like Justine like was really worried because I would dry heave, and then I'd be like so out of breath from dry heaving. It was so fucked up. I felt like Tony Soprano. You know the one episode?
Yeah. With the fish.
With the fish.
The dream.
Yeah. I watched that episode.
Oh, yeah?
And I was like, that's literally me. The whole time he's like, I'm dying.
Yeah.
I thought I had to go to the hospital.
I'm surprised you didn't, to be honest. I thought you were going to.
I thought I was going to too because I was so I was so thirsty. My lips,
IV definitely could have helped.
My lips were dry, and then I'd take the smallest sip of water, and then I would vomit. I would vomit it right up. And I was like, if I can't get a sip of water down in the next like hour or two, I was like, I got to go to the hospital and get like an IV or something.
Yeah.
I was really worried. It was awful. And
maybe
you know
we
what
should
saved me?
Maybe we should get bags of saline solution or whatever the fuck is in an IV and we should
I don't
get
think we
our
should
own
be giving our
IVs.
own IVs, Carl.
I've seen people do it.
Who the fuck have you seen give their own IV?
I'll tell you later.
Who?
I'll tell you later.
Well, just
I'll tell you later. In other news, music news, Kevin Parker got a bag.
a bag.
Kevin Parker sold all the rights to his music to Sony Publishing.
Whoa.
All past and future releases. And now, Mind Mischief is in a Lexus commercial. And-
What?
Oh, yeah.
Why did he do that?
Because he has a child, and he probably is like, I need a quick $100 million.
I guess if you're Tame Impala.
Well, and he just like fucking co-wrote half of Dua Lipa's album. So he's on tippy top right now.
Yeah, but if you think about, I guess the streaming is that bad.
And also, he probably wanted a ticket on the Ark to Mars because the world's going to end in 2024.
That's so funny because Kevin Parker's massive, and he's like, all right, fuck it, like Sony can have my music, and then Taylor Swift is like getting her music back. Who's right?
Well, okay, we'll put it this way: all the people selling their music, they're going to Mars, and all the people that are getting their music back are going to burrow underground.
Oh,
And that's how it works.
interesting.
Yeah. And the lizard people are all radiation resistant, so they're just gonna colonize the earth, recolonize the earth.
Yeah.
And then I'm not really sure what the ocean people are gonna do, but they're up to something.
You believe in Atlantis, Carl?
Sounds like you do, David.
I don't necessarily.
I don't know anything about Atlantis.
I don't really know much either.
Do you believe in Atlantis?
I could be convinced. I could be convinced.
What do you think? What's the explanation for Atlantis? Do you think it's a city that sank and it's like a
No
ruin?
way.
Or do
No
you
way.
think that there's like fish people? Or do you think that there's like a high-tech utopia underwater somewhere?
No. I wouldn't believe any of that.
So
But
it's
if
like
you-
it's ruins is what you think.
yeah, but I don't think it like sank, like went down. I'd be willing to bet there's probably some city somewhere that got like
The oceans are
like,
right.
the oceans. I the whole like younger dryas.
So you think it's on the continental shelf? You don't think it's at like the bottom of like the deep ocean?
Yeah. You know what the younger dryas impact theory? God, I really sound like Joe Rogan right now. It's basically just like a long time ago there was advanced societies and then like relatively closely advanced to modern day. And then they got wiped out.
I like these theories.
Yeah, me too. I fuck with them.
They're just interesting.
They're super cool.
It's like real life science fiction.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's what a good theory should be like.
Yeah.
It
It's
should feel
cool.
like
I mean,
you're a kid.
honestly, I shouldn't be happy about it because all that means is like, oh, we're probably doomed and it's not going to be a solar flare and we're not going to get to travel to other planets and be like an interstellar race. We're just going to fail and then it's going to restart and it'll be fine.
Why don't we wrap this shit up? Because I was gonna go into a whole thing about being fucking whatever, but let's just end this, boy. Hey, thanks guys for listening. Love you. Please subscribe. Fuck, dude, I'm leaving next week. That's not for the conversation for this podcast though. See you, everybody.
Toodaloo.